So hello everyone, this is today's question, and the question is saying that you are given an array of n strings, and you have to find that if there exists a palindrome pairs or not. So first of all, we should have to know that what is palindrome pairs. Palindrome pairs is like you are given a set of strings and you have to concatenate any two strings, and the concatenations of two strings should be a palindrome string. Then those pair is called a palindrome pair. And if such pair exists, then you have to return true. Or if such pair doesn't exist, then you have to return false. So if you carefully see the first test case, that is this one. Let me move it to Google slide so that I can explain it more clearly there. Okay, let me open that. So, so let me copy that also. Okay, yes, it is perfectly copied. Then you have to say if there exists any like after concatenations, if there exists any array that the concatenation after concatenation the string become palindrome or not. So first of all we have to know what is palindrome. So what is palindrome? The palindrome is like if you read any string from the first end and as well as the second end, then it should become the same. Like what I am saying, A B A B A. So if you read from the first, you will read what A B A B A. But and if you read from the second last, then what you will read? You will read A B A B A. So that is palindrome. So I will move to the questions step by step that how to find the palindrome. How to find if a string is palindrome or not. It is quite simple. That is quite easy. You have to take two pointers. One is left pointers. One is right pointers. Your left pointer will be initiated with the zero index, and the right pointer will be initiated with the last index of the string. And each and every time you will check if the left pointer character and the right pointer character is same or not. If this is same, then you have to increase the start pointer plus one or the left pointer plus one, and you have to decrease the right pointer minus by one, and that's it. And but if there is a condition that if left pointer character is not equal to right pointer character, so you have to return false there. So that is the conditions. And how many times it will like continue the loop. It will continue the loop till then the left pointer is less than the right pointer. So this is quite simple. So let me write the code. I don't want to write the pseudocode as I have explained it, so let me write the code. So I'm writing boolean is palindrome. Spell I am giving that string s. I will take two pointers. One is in start equal to 0, or in L. L means left pointer and R means right pointer. S dot length minus 1. That is, I am taking the 0th index in here. Okay. So L less than R. If S dot caret like caret L not equal to S dot caret R. So we have to just return care. Just return false. All else, what I will do, I will increment L pointer by plus one, and I will decrement the L right pointer by minus one. And if this condition never reach, it means the string is palindrome, so you have to return true. That is simple. Is palindrome conditions. So we have shown the is palindrome condition. Okay, is palindrome. It will return either true or false. Is palindrome. Later, I will have to I will have to later I will have to check. Okay, I will have to check that if the condition like how can I approach? What is the brute force approach to solve the questions? So to solve the questions, we will apply the brute force approach. What will be the brute force approach? Brute force approach will be here as it is mentioned. It is simple. Okay. So what will be that? So we have to take two pointers. So what is the brute force approach? We have to take two pointers in I. Basically to nested loops. So I am writing the first pseudocode int I equal to 0. I n means number of length, the total length of the array, and we have to take another nested loop int j equal to I plus 1 j n j plus plus. Then uh, after that, let me write it here. I will check if the concatenate string if array of I plus array of j is in palindrome or not. If it is palindrome, then it will be done to is spell then return what? Return true. And we have to check here. We considering all the pairs. So if any of the pairs is not a palindrome, you have to just return false. That is a simple code, simple pseudocode. Let me write it for you here. So for int I equal to 0, I am taking int n equal to array dot length. For int I equal to 0, sorry, I plus plus, and for int j equal to I plus 1 j in a plus plus if is palindrome array of I plus array of j. So you have to return what? You have to return true, but it is not the case. So all pairs we have considered till now, we haven't find any pairs that the concatenation of two strings in this pair in that pair is true. Then for that case we have to return just false. Okay. Let me write it. It is taking a little bit of time. I don't know why. Let me refresh that page. Let me compile it again. Yeah, it's compiled. I hope this will give me the uh, TLE. So what is the problem? It should not be. Okay. Okay. There is a mistake from my side. What is the mistake? Uh, from the calendar backward. So why it is giving uh, false here? Let me check. Okay. Okay. String. Hmm. So what is the problem here? What is the problem? Okay, I have got it. I have got it. Okay. There is a problem. I am also the side if I not equal to z, I not equal to z, then continue. Let me compile it first. I will discuss. I can delete. Sorry, mistake. Yeah. So as you can see that it is giving theory as expected, but why the previous solution is giving my wrong answer? Because there is a mistake from my side. What is that mistake? Mistake was like if you carefully observe that for an example, I am taking an example of that mistake. Let's check that why the wrong case. Then we can find it. The test case for each. Let me copy it, okay? Because no, we are don't want to just solve the questions. We want to like how the error, why the error is coming. We have to know that so that we can rectify our error. So I move forward to my previous like code, and it will give me the error. I want to know the error, why the error is coming. Yeah. So if you carefully observe this test case, if we carefully observe this test case, I am pasting in the new slide. I am pasting in the new slide. Okay. Okay. So look, if you take the first test case, first strings with the second string, valid? Is this a valid? Yeah, what can I say? Is this a valid string? Valid palindrome? Like if you catch it, GFG DG KC AFEKH. So this is not a palindrome, good palindrome. But if you see the first second one is also not because G and its last character A is not same. F second one, no. So this is not valid palindrome. Okay, valid string. But after you show FEKHA, 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 don't know, FEKH, FEAAE. Okay, check. Here you can find it. Okay, so if you check the second and the fourth, I mean the second index has A, second index has A, second index, sorry, 0, 1, 2, because I am considering the 0 when indexing. AE, I will consider like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Then it will be AAE. So it is not a valid palindrome. But if you first put AE first, and then A, then it will give you the valid palindrome AEA. Okay, so that's why it is a palindrome. That's why in the previous examples we are not considering this case because I according to the loop this is ji plus one. So if it is the first, then it have to be second. But in this case is not covered there. So that's why this is giving wrong answer. And when I will start it from the zeroth indexing and we'll just write if I equal to j, then we continue because two indices can't be same. But why this is giving clearly? This is very, very simple because this is a nested loop. Okay. So nested loop means the time complexity will be big of n square. Big of n square in an extra time for checking the palindrome. So what is the time? Time will be that like yeah, n equal to 2 into n is 2 into 10 to the power 4. So time will be 4 into 10 to the power 8. And another thing, here the array size, like the for the max array size is 10. And if two strings have the array size 10, then total array size will be 20. So what will be the time complexity? Then time complexity will be, you can easily like check time complexity will be uh, like 4, 4, is it 4 or 2? 2, sorry. 2 into 10 to the power 4 into into 2 into 10 to the power 4 into what? Into 10 into 20. So it will comes out like a greater than 10 to the power 9. Greater than 10 to the power 9. So that is not accepted because we know that there is the total time complexity they have to be like less than 10 to the power 9. So here 10 to here big of n square solution is not acceptable. So we have to optimize that. So how can we optimize that? So, so how can you optimize that? So for that, you have to make an intuition, like as every questions to reduce the time complexity, you have to analyze that actually how it is happening. So to become, so I am taking the reference of the first example only. Okay. If you, yes, first example. Okay. Yes. Okay. So assume this is an array. Okay. This is an array. So this is an array. So for a string, like if a string we have to check if there exists any pair so that the concatenation of two strings become a palindrome. Yeah. So if you if you what if you check two palindrome, if you check for any strings, like when it when it comes with another it when it comes as a string of that pair, like sorry, there is some glitch. So I am saying that this string when can be a palindrome, this string when can be a palindrome with concatenating with another string. It is possible when, as you like it is possible when g, like you here the length is suppose 0 to, the length of the string is 0 to k. Okay, length of the string is 0 to k, length of the string length of 0 to k. So if 0 to 0 to I length string substring 0 to I substring of the string is a palindrome. So if 0 to I is a palindrome, then the remaining part from the I to j part, it should have to be there exists a string that is opposite of I to j. For that reason, it means it the palindrome pair exists only if in the whole string, in the whole array, if there exists if there exists there exists what? If there exists reverse of s dot substring from I to j. So that is my point. That is the actual reason. That is the actual intuition behind this question. So how it is happening? So like if there exists any other string, like any other string that is reverse of substring between s dot substring ij. So what will be the concatenated string? Concatenation string. That concatenated string then will be happening as reverse s dot substring I to j, okay, plus s dot substring, let me write it, s dot substring I 0 to I, because this is a palindrome. This is, I have already mentioned, this is a palindrome. This is a palindrome, okay, plus s dot substring ij. So you can carefully you can see that. So the total resultant concatenated string is also a palindrome. That is my point. If this condition satisfies, then there must exist a palindrome pair. That is the concept. That is one case. And what will be the another case? Another case will be, and what will be another case? Another case, okay? So the another case will be if k to I, I to k, I plus 1 into, you can say, I plus 1 to k length string is a palindrome. It means the last portion of the string is a palindrome. The last portion of the string is palindrome. Then there exists a string in the whole. Then there exists a string in the whole array that is reverse of sub s dot substring 0 to I. I hope this is clear. So why I am saying that? Because so what will the resultant string then? Result string will be what? S dot substring 0 to I plus 0 to I plus S dot substring I plus 1 to k, because I am considering the string length is k, and S dot substring reverse of S dot substring. Let me check it if audio is there. Fine. So 0 to I. So if you carefully observe, this is also a valid palindrome. How this is possible? Because I am already mentioned here, this is a palindrome. This portion is a palindrome. Okay, the palindrome. And this portion is, I don't know if it is a palindrome or not. I don't care about that. But for this portion, there is a reverse portion exists in the array, in the other strings, in the other index. So the total concatenated to that element with this element will produce a valid pair. That is our answer. That is our objective. So that's why if you get for every strings, like in the in those in these two conditions, if any one happens, then our answer will be true. So because then there will be a then there will be a valid swapping name, but then there will be a valid pair. Okay. So that is the intuition behind this question. So let's move forward to, like, how can I implement that question? How can I implement this solution? Okay. So here our main objective is, like, let me write the pseudocode. Okay. Um, Here int I equal to 0 to n. Let me copy it here. Okay, because almost is same, almost similar is constraint is there. Let me copy it. I hope this is clear. Let me make your font a little bit bigger. Okay. Yeah, now it's clear. I think this is clear now. Okay. So this is a array size. This is the array code. Okay, and we want to just replace this inner loop, because this inner loop is taking big of n time, but I don't want to take it big of n time. I can make it become k, where k is the maximum length of the string, and it is giving as 10. So can I do this? Let's check. So I will just replace it ik. So just I had said, we have to check. We have to check what? We have to check what? Yes. Here j is the length. Okay. Here j is the length. So I have taken the example. I am taking that j is simply length. Okay. So Now my string is current string is what? Current string is array of I. Simple. Array of I. Is it simple? Okay. So if there is two conditions. If if is palindrome, like as I have told the pseudocode, I will write according to that. I don't write extra thing. Is palindrome 0 to J, okay? Because J is the length. If first portion of the string is a palindrome, then first, then the reverse of s dot substring j plus 1 to k. If it exists, then for that, like as we know, we all know to check that if any string is exist or not. Like we can use a HashMap, because HashMap takes it almost big of one time. Okay, almost big of constant time average case. So for that, we am taking the reference of HashMap. Okay, so HashMap contains reverse of this one. Fine. So if HashMap contains key, because HashMap always store in key value pair, contains key this, and there is also conditions. What is the condition? And it may happen that as the string is like here I am taking j from 0 to k. It may happen that it is taking 0 length in the front, and it is taking whole length, like hold the string, hold the a string, hold the current string, and it is checking the hash map if it is contains or not. But for that, what you are doing? You are just referring to that index only. So I don't want that, because here is clearly mentioned that array I and array j, the two index should be different. So here I will check to another conditions. If it is contains the key, and each on the gate reverse s dot substring j plus 1k, okay? If it exists, then we have to return get not equal to I, because this should not be equal to the index. This should be different index. Then we have to return true. Okay. And there was another conditions which I just mentioned. The other condition is what? It is very simple, like that. Similar. Yeah. Okay. So it is almost similar. So what is that? Then we have to check check the right part of the string. So j to I. Okay, j to I. Sorry, it will be 0 to j to I. Yes, it is right. It is right. J to I. Okay. So if j to I, then we have to consider what? We have to consider then the hash map contains the reverse of 0 to j, reverse of 0 to j. Okay, and reverse of 0 to j not equal to y, then we have to return true. Now we are just getting that first portion of the string. But if both these conditions for the don't happen, both these conditions don't happen, then we have to just return false here. Return false. This is simple code. This is very simple. And this is the optimized code. I will explain that how it is optimized code. I have perhaps you have got the idea. So I will write the code. Before that, I will make you another. I will tell you another thing, that every time when we are reversing this, index, reversing these strings, then what is happening? Actually, it is taking big of k time and it is taking also big of k time. Okay, so you are like basically as it is in nested loop, so you are basically like increase the time complexity, because the time complexity will be what? The time complexity will be big of n into k plus into k plus k, that is 2k. So big of n into k into 2k, you can say. So you don't need it here. Like you can store this reverse thing because every time we are just reversing it. So we can pre-compute it. We can pre-compute it reverse thing. We have to store this reverse string in the hash map rather than the actual string. That is the difference, I will say. So let me write it here. Okay. So this code I will comment it out because it is not. I will not use here. This is the brute force approach. I will use the optimized approach. Okay. So hash map string integer. Let me write dark mode. Let's switch in dark mode. It will be more visible. Map new hash map. Okay. Hash map for int I equal to 0. I again map dot put array of I and okay. Map dot put array of I and the index is I index. Okay. So uh, let me reverse it. Okay. New string. You can make it a string builder new, because string builder inbuilt gives us a method to reverse new string builder dot what will say yes array of I dot reverse, and after that two string. So it will first convert in as string builder, then it will reverse that, then after that it will convert to string. Okay, this is a simple Java notation, so don't worry about that. Okay, so after that we will move to our actual algorithm. We will make the outer loop first, and uh, yeah, and we have to check here what is the size. First of all, string s equal to array of I. Okay, and the size is what? And the size is for int I equal to. I am also calculating the size of the string now. S dot length for int I equal to, sorry, I have taken the I, so I will take j. J equal to j plus plus. Okay. Then here j is length. So I will take the first portion of the string first. So if is palindrome is pal, because I am declare I have defined the function over spell. Is pal s dot substring the first portion of the string. Okay. 0 to I, 0 to j, sorry, 0 to j, the first portion of the string. So, and map dot contains key what? Contains key check contains the remaining part of the string. S dot substring che plus 1 to k. Okay, and if it contains the s dot substring and another conditions which I have mentioned, that it should not be equal with the index map dot get map dot get. Okay, then we have to return. Okay, and else another condition is what, if is spell. Okay, is spell, then what is the spell? Then the next part j dot k s dot substring jk. Let me make two variables here because multiple times I have to write it like two part. The first part and the right part, next part. So let me write it here first. That it is for just for simplifying the code, nothing much more. String v s dot substring. Sorry, mistake. Substring j2k. Okay. So here it will just I will just replace it u. Here I will just replace it with v, and here I will replace it with v not equal to I, and is palindrome v, and map dot contains key, map dot contains key u. Okay, and map dot get u not equal to y, not equal to y. Then we have to return what? Return true. But if these two conditions is never happened for any of the index, then we have to return false, because then no pair is possible. It's done successfully. Let's compile. Let's submit it. Yeah, let's submit successfully. And basically, this was a hard question. Perhaps I have taken much time to solve the questions, and sometimes like I can cut some portion of the video, but I will not, because the solution is not the actual goal. The approach and the intuition behind to solve the questions is the actual goal. So sometimes I also become some confused, so it takes some time. So sorry for that. I hope this video is clear, and the intuition and the logic and the explanation is clear also. And if any doubt arise and any improvement you can suggest me, because I am very new in this field, like making these videos and uploading in YouTube. So if any like feedback from your side, so you are feel free to like write the comment, and please like the video and subscribe my channel, and it will be like very much helpful for me, because I'll be more enthusiastic to make the videos and to rectify my mistakes to the next video, so that I can give more good content to you and good explanation to you. So take care. Till then, bye bye, and happy coding. And keep coding. And if any feedback arises, if any feedback you can give in the comment section. It is very much crucial for me. So bye.